Karuna Thurman, born April 29, 1970, is an American actress and model. She has performed in a variety of films, ranging from romantic comedies and dramas to science fiction and action movies. Following her appearances on the December 1985 and May 1986 covers of British Vogue, she starred in Dangerous Liaisons, 1988. Thurman rose to international prominence with her performance in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, 1994, for which she was nominated for the Academy Award, the BAFTA Award, and the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress. She starred in several more films throughout the 1990s such as Batman and Robin, 1997, Gattaca, 1997, and Les Misérables, 1998. Thurman was awarded the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Television Film for Hysterical Blindness, 2002. Hailed as Quentin Tarantino's muse, she reunited with the director to play the main role in both Kill Bill films, 2003 to 2004, which brought her 2 additional Golden Globe Award nominations. Other acting credits in the decade include Be Cool, 2005. The Producers, 2005, and My Super Ex-Girlfriend, 2006. She received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series for her 5-episode role in Smash, 2012, and garnered critical praise for her supporting performance in the Volume 1 of Lars von Trier's 2-part art drama Nymphomaniac, 2013. Thurman was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Her forename Uma literally means splendor, light, and it is also one of the epithets of Hindu female goddess Parvati, while her second name Karuna, Sanskrit means compassion or empathy. Her father, Robert Alexander Ferrer Thurman, is a professor of Indo-Tibetan Buddhist studies, citation needed, an academic and writer. He lived as an ordained Buddhist monk for 3 years. Her mother, Nina von Schulbrugge, was German nobility and a high-fashion model, discovered in Stockholm, who moved to New York City at the age of 17 to join the Ford modeling agency. Thurman received a Buddhist upbringing, and spent altogether around 2 years in the Indo-Himalayan town of Amara. She grew up mostly in Amherst, Massachusetts, where she went to Amherst Regional Junior High School, then moved to Woodstock, New York. She has 3 brothers, Gandon, born 1967, Dickon Carl, born 1973, and Mipam, born 1978, and a half-sister named Taya, born 1961, from her father's previous marriage. Thurman's first cousin, once removed, is Swedish football player Max von Schulbrugge. Thurman is described as having been an awkward and introverted girl who was teased for her tall frame, angular bone structure, enormous feet and unusual name, sometimes using the name Uma Karen instead of her birth name. When Thurman was 10 years old, a friend's mother suggested a nose job. As a child, she suffered bouts of body dysmorphic disorder. She attended Amherst public schools. In the 8th grade she discovered her love for acting. Talent scouts noticed her performance as Abigail in a production of The Crucible and offered her the chance to act professionally. Thurman attended Northfield Mount Hermon School, a preparatory school in Massachusetts, before dropping out to pursue a career in acting. Thurman met actor Gary Oldman on the set of State of Grace. They married in 1990 and divorced 2 years later. On May 1, 1998, she married actor Ethan Hawke, whom she met on the set of their 1997 film Gattaca. Hawke's novel Ash Wednesday is dedicated to Karuna, Thurman's middle name. The marriage produced 2 children, a daughter, born in 1998, and a son, born in 2002. The couple separated in 2003, and the divorce was finalized in August 2005. Thurman began dating London-based French financier Arpad Busson in 2007, and they announced their engagement in June 2008. In late 2009, they called off their engagement, but reconciled soon after. The couple called off the engagement for the second time in April 2014. Thurman and Busson have a daughter together, Luna, born in 2012. In January 2017, Thurman and Busson began a custody battle to get custody of their daughter. Thurman ultimately received primary physical custody later that month. Thurman began her career as a fashion model at age 15, and signed with the agency Click Models. Her early modeling credits included Glamour and the December 1985 and May 1986 covers of British Vogue. She made her movie debut in 1988, appearing in 4 films that year. Her first 2 were the high school comedy Johnny Be Good and teen thriller Kiss Daddy Goodnight. She had a small role in The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, playing the goddess Venus alongside Oliver Reed's Vulcan. During her entrance she briefly appears nude, in an homage to Botticelli's The Birth of Venus. The most notable of these first 4 films was Oscar-winning drama Dangerous Liaisons, in which Thurman's character of Cecile de Volanges is seduced by the manipulative Vicomte de Valmont, John Malkovich. A commercial success, the picture also garnered Thurman recognition and acclaim from critics and audiences. Film critic Roger Ebert found her to be well cast in her tricky key role. At the time, insecure about her appearance, she spent roughly a year in London, during which she often wore loose, baggy clothing. Malkovich said of her, "There is nothing twitchy teenager-ish about her, I haven't met anyone like her at that age. Her intelligence and poise stand out. But there's something else. She's more than a little haunted." In 1990, Thurman appeared with Fred Ward and Maria de Medeiros in Henry and June, a sexually provocative drama about the relationship and affairs between writer Henry Miller and his wife June Miller in 1931 Paris. The film was the first to receive an NC-17 rating, and partly because many American newspapers refused to advertise films with the new rating, it did not get wide release in the United States. However, it won Thurman good notices. The New York Times wrote, "Thurman, as the Brooklyn-accented June, takes a larger-than-life character and makes her even bigger, though the performance is often as curious as it is commanding." In the 1991 British adventure Robin Hood, she played Maid Marian, the love interest of the titular character. The film was originally intended for a theatrical release in the US, but premiered as a television film for Fox Network. She subsequently appeared in the neo-noir drama Final Analysis, co-starring Richard Gere and Kim Basinger, and starred opposite Andy Garcia in the thriller Jennifer 8, portraying a young blind woman romantically involved with former policemen. In 2000, she starred in the period drama The Golden Bowl, which is based on the 1904 novel of the same name by Henry James. Describing her role in The Golden Bowl, the San Francisco Chronicle noted, "Charlotte wasn't the principal character in James' 1904 novel but in the film version. She takes center stage. Played by the long-necked Uma Thurman, she's less vixen than Ninny, a smooth operator whose maneuvers seem to issue not from shrewdness or intelligence but from a microchip that allows her to robotically spout her lines with careful inflection. It's a blunder of a performance, and makes the viewer wish that the director had cast a more accomplished actress, Kate Winslet, perhaps, or Kate Blanchett, who could give dimension to the character and indicate subtext in a way that Thurman can't." Also in November 2000, she narrated the John Moran opera Book of the Dead, Second Avenue, at the Public Theater. In 2006, she starred opposite Luke Wilson in My Super Ex-Girlfriend, playing a superhero who is dumped by her boyfriend and then takes her revenge upon him. She received $14 million for the role, but the film was panned by critics and made a modest $61 million worldwide. Entertainment Weekly felt that it was a miscalculation to make Thurman the antagonist. She does a sprightly satiric turn, but it is wasted in a movie that would rather tweak male paranoia than liberate a nerdette terrified of her powers. In the 2007 film The Life Before Her Eyes, Thurman starred as an accident survivor whose guilt causes her present-day life to fall apart. It received a limited theatrical release and was dismissed by critics as a confusing, painfully overwrought melodrama. In March 2017, it was announced that she would reunite with Von Trier on his thriller The House That Jack Built. In April 2017, Thurman was named president of Cannes Film Festival on Certain Regard jury for works which offer a unique perspective and aesthetic, and during the same month, she joined the cast of Tim Hill's upcoming War with Grandpa. During July 2017, Uma Thurman officially announced her Broadway theater debut, in Beau Willimons' The Parisian Woman.